Hey everybody, welcome to a supplemental Checkpoint League video. If you're not following, Checkpoint League is something run by my good friend Apollo, aka Dumb Dog. It features many friends of the NLSS, including me. HC Justin, Dan, Bear, Mathis, Jasky. And the last level we did, it's head-to-head custom Super Mario Maker 2 levels that Apollo himself, aka Dumb Dog, made. He threw down the gauntlet after week 5. Week 5, it was a tough game. It was the toughest level we've played so far. I did manage to eke out a win. No matter what I say, people say, oh, it's bad manners, he's gloating. I'm not gloating. It was an extremely close game against a worthy competitor, Bear Taffy. I was on the edge. I didn't let it show because I'm a consummate entertainer. But I was sweating it on the inside in a huge way. But we didn't actually manage to beat the level. Although we did get further than anybody else. But he did, okay, maybe that's why people say it's bad manners. Fair enough. But he did say, you will get a tiebreaker point if you complete the level on a stream or on a video between the end of Checkpoint League, week 5, and the start of Checkpoint League, week 6. So unfortunately, for me, I actually have to go and beat the first part of this level again, which is not necessarily that bad, but like, could easily take like upwards of, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes, we'll see. Hold on, this part requires a little focus. And then there's parts of this level I have not seen yet. I've only made it to the first checkpoint. And like, I know you're like, it's right there, it's just through the pipe. No, that's Apollo's cruel joke. So you might say, NL, you're 5-0 in the Checkpoint League. Do you really, hold on, consider it too likely you're going to need a tiebreaker point? No, but you know what I do need? A convenient excuse to play. That's not even close, by the way. We're like halfway to the checkpoint. A convenient excuse to play more Mario Maker 2 on my channel. Oh my god, we didn't get killed. Okay, go for it, go for it. This is the final screen before the first checkpoint. That's the final screen before the first checkpoint. It took me about an hour to get the first checkpoint. It was like 55 minutes. So, obviously the muscle memory here is back. I'm not recording this right after Checkpoint League. It's had a couple hours to sit in the old cerebrum. Well, like 6 hours. Look at that jump. It's the reason I'm doing this is not for the point. The point is the salsa. The level is the taco. The level's the taco. Okay, focus. I'm letting you see some visible signs of distress. I would never let it show during the stream, but recorded, I got less to banter with, you know? I got no one in chat is making my jokes for me that I can steal. So instead, I'm gonna, you know how Elsa says conceal, don't feel? I'm gonna feel, and you can see. It will not be concealed. Just that part is hard. If you're watching this and you're like, it looks easy, just jump. You gotta Z-jump those, dude. You gotta Z-jump those. That's why you don't talk and play at the same time. Or maybe we do. I don't know. That's kind of in my wheelhouse. I think I become a little bit more powerful when I'm distracted, honestly. But we can still make it. Just batten down the hatches. Okay, that's fine. We got infinite time, and we're not on a time limit right now. Oh my god, my chair. Did you hear that? Anyway, really, so here's why I'm playing it. 1, haven't put Mario Maker stuff on YouTube except Checkpoint League in a while. 2, I genuinely like Apollo's levels a lot. I think they're very well made. They are too hard. And I say that Without a hint of malice in my voice, sincerely. They're too hard. They, like, if you're playing these for fun, I do think a certain percentage of people will find them fun, but it's not going to be the average person. Let's put it that way. You have to be very slightly sadistic. And apparently, for the first video game in history, I find my... No! Really? How slow was I going? For the first video game in history, I find myself in that demographic where I'm like, you know what? Hit me with this hard level. But it's a hard level that I think is well designed. I think, like, in the same way that people enjoy doing super tough challenges in, like, RimWorld and games like that, that's kind of where I'm at with Super Mario Maker 2. I know there's harder levels. Go faster. We made it. I know there's harder levels, but this is hard enough to be challenging. And also very fun. I didn't even jump! So that's where I'm at. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how long the video is going to be. I genuinely might have to split it in 2 parts. We'll see. But I don't want the point. What I want... Well, I mean, I want the point if we earn it, but... What I want is to have an opportunity to experience this level, to conquer this level, because I genuinely think it's good. And then on top of that, that one hurt. I'll admit that one hurt. I think beyond being a good level, I think beating something like this can be good for the spirit. I think it can be nourishing for the soul. And I'm not being facetious when I say that, even though I used my haha smart guy voice, which is usually what I put on when I'm about to say something very stupid. I genuinely believe rising to a challenge that's within your skill set can be spiritually good for you. I think it teaches you something about the limits of what you're willing to endure. Oh, baby. All right, focus, focus. When you come so far and get hit hard, in the end, I really want the tiebreaker. You had to fall. You get the idea. But I'm not anxious. I think that's where people can lose the sauce in games like this. Like, to be honest, I think that people can sometimes just beat themselves on these levels. I think that this is... I mean, it takes some level of experience. A certain level of manual dexterity, and a lot of trial and error. However, once you have the bare minimum requirements, that one hurt, I'll admit, but once you have the bare minimum requirements, it's merely a psychological play. It's merely a psychological play. All you need to do is not tilt yourself, so it takes, you know, 1.5 to 10 times longer than is necessary. I know, as long as I breathe in and breathe out, as long as I have calm blue ocean, mentally speaking, and I don't get riled up over idiotic mistakes like that we're gonna be okay. Maybe that's what we need in a time like this. The knowledge that it's not gonna be easy. Go, go, go. That one was just bad. The knowledge that it's not going to be easy. But if we keep calm, do what we know logically and intellectually needs to be done, we can make it out the other side, dignity intact. You know? That's my lesson here. Oh no. They've come to take me away. Great jump. Good timing. First room is like 80% success rate. Second room, they greased up the floor. Somebody spilled some water, some vegetable oil on that P block. I wish you hadn't. I wish you hadn't. But you know what? If I can handle this with vegetable oil, I can handle it no matter what kind of substrate we're working on. I'll just tap nails to my shoes. Tap? You got a Z jump there, sir. You got a Z jump. I'll just tape nails to my shoes. I'll just put nails on the soles of my shoes, like in Divinity. He's a cleric. Don't try to hide it. Nails on the soles of his shoes. Because he likes to call blood rain. Makes the floor icy and nothing to lose. I said, ta-na-na. Ta-na-na-na-na. Nails on the soles of his shoes. You know Paul Simon? That's word for word. A Paul Simon song. Should have moved slightly to the left on that one. You just breathe in and breathe out. It's no big deal. Boo! I want to see the streamer get mad. I want to see the grown man, who is soon to be a father, throw a temper tantrum while he plays a digital toy. You won't see that today. You won't get the dignity of seeing my indignity. Instead, we're going to have a nice, calm time together. And we might not even beat the level in this video, you know? You already know how long it is. All I know is that it's at least 11 minutes and 30 seconds long. Shouldn't slow down that much there. It makes it hard to do that. But you know what? It's Dark Souls. You make a lot of progress, and then you regress a little bit, but the progress is always locked in your brain. By the way, this part, what should scare you a little bit right now, and it scares me as well, is that this is the part of the level I've already done before. So it's not gonna get any easier. That was just trying to be too fast. In fact, it's going to get possibly 100 times harder. And I'm not even being facetious when I say that. It might literally get, 2 orders of magnitude harder. But I'm hopeful that maybe, and this is perhaps a bit naive of me, I'm hopeful the first checkpoint is the hardest, and then the next one is not so bad, but we'll see. That's a bit of a wishful thinking aspect, but levels made by Nintendo are like probably extensively quality control tested so that they get more difficult maybe as time goes on. Apollo's levels are made by one man. What he finds difficult might be proportionally easier for me and more difficult for him, and vice versa. What I find difficult, he might find a little easier. Yeah, we're just going so slow there. We need to, by so slow, I mean we were literally probably off by like, I don't know, less than a half second, but we can be faster. I gave myself a nice wide window today. We might, again, I'm leveling with you. We might not be able to finish the level but in the next 2 hours or so, but we're gonna try. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. I'll be back to finish this level on camera. But let's not talk like a loser yet. Let's look like a loser, talk like a winner. That one I felt okay on. Now focus. Pure focus. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Focus again. Too much speed. Honestly, I'm a little surprised by myself. I actually carried too much speed through the chicane there. But you know what? We've made it a little easier. Honestly, I feel like that jump, we don't really need to focus on this part. This is the banter section of the level. Hoop, boop. That's what I get. That's what I get for that one. Honestly, oh, I'm blurry, dude. Do not adjust your television set. Hello. Northernlion here. This is, well, like, stage 3, or level 3, room 3, I guess you'd call it, I really feel is the hardest of the first 4 rooms, to be honest with you. Stage 4 only took me maybe 6 tries to beat. Well, room 4, let's say. Room 3 took me like 25. This one only took me like 3. This one took me many, I'll admit. This one's tough. Especially because you gotta Z-jump the first part of it. But this level's no joke. I mean, did you see when we came into the level, it had a 0.07 clear rate? I mean, probably a bad time for me to try to do math. But isn't that like 0.07? Isn't that like 7 in 1,000 people clear it? Or is it 7 in 10,000? I think it's 7 in 1,000. It's 7 in 10,000. That was real tight. We were out of sync there, but I'll take it. Oh no! So I froze, but once you make a mistake, you're kind of in a tight spot to begin with. I was slightly too far to the right and ended up hitting the switch again. I think within the next 5 minutes, we're gonna get to that checkpoint. So prepare yourself. That's part 1 of the video. Part 2 is really where it's gonna heat up. I have not beaten a single room in part 2. Oh, baby. That's good stuff. I mean, the other reason we're doing this is practice, you know? It's nice to keep the skills sharp. Even if it is for a video game, it feels nice to... I hit the button. I don't think I hit it in time. I'll admit, I felt my depression hit the button, and then I fell, and my first instinct was, I pressed it. My second instinct was, don't doubt the code. Yo, we're so much smoother there. We're making even, like, microscopic improvements at the stuff we're already good at. The human brain is amazing. Not mine so much, but yours maybe. Okay, good stuff here. I also think just by watching this video, you will get better at Mario. No joke. Oh, that's a spin jump. You spin jump and then you make it into the corridor and you're set, baby. Like, I think just by watching this, if you watch this through to the end, you don't even have to simulate any kind of controller movements. You will be 3% better at Mario. Unless you're already a Mario Maker Pro, in which case you'll probably be about 35% worse. That's way too slow. Not good. But I'm telling you, we're on the cusp of getting the maze handled here. So stage 1, devilish but doable. I will say, I'm not trying to put my friends, colleagues, and competitors on blast. However, I was the only person to get a checkpoint. In 1 hour of this level, I was the only person to get to a checkpoint. So we're not talking about a level where, like, you're watching someone who's very, very bad. You're watching somebody who's alright, at the very least. And who already has some experience with this level. For some more context, many of you may have heard that when Apollo was making these levels, one level, one devilish little humdinger took him 12 hours to beat, this is the one. And it didn't take him 12 hours to beat it. It took him 12 hours to beat it without checkpoints. But, like, that's still pretty bad. That's still hard, right? Especially considering he made it. So he got some practice in it while he made it. Plus, he made it in his own image, you know? This is just Natural's Apollo jumping cadence. I hate that corner, dude. With obstacles placed around it. This is, honestly, he just ran through a level pressing A randomly. He looked at the Mario tracer and then said, alright, let's just put obstacles there to make this look more complicated than it is. It's really simple. I mean, the P blocks tell you exactly where to jump. And it's supposed to be hard? You just jump where the P blocks are. Still, I felt like 3 parts per billion frustration rise in my gut there. I'm not upset yet. There's no reason to be upset yet. I already know that I've already made it to the first checkpoint. That one we were a little bit too fast. If anything, that's kind of flattering. But sincerely, we've already made it to the first checkpoint. There's no reason for us to be concerned. The second checkpoint is very much George Clooney. Vera Farmiga. That's right. Up in the Air. An Yvonne Reitman film. Ivan? Might be Ivan Reitman. It's okay. The second one we don't know, but the first one is going to be locked. We'll do it this week. You know, I mean, again, like I said, practice is nice. If I practice and I lose some of the Checkpoint League races, that's fine. I did my best. Or some version of my best. If I don't practice and I lose, I'll always be racking my brain going, maybe if I practiced. Some people think differently. They think, oh, if I practice and I lose, psychologically, that's going to be hard for me to deal with. Because I put in so much effort and failed. Not me. I'd rather love and lose than never love at all. I don't think we could have made it at our angle. To be honest, we just hit a little bit of a snag entering the P-block maze there, but we're almost there. I know I said 5 minutes, 10 minutes might be more realistic. We're getting there. But then the other aspect of it is, here's the thing, I don't want to get punked out. Some of my other competitors are going to do this on stream. I want to match them, blow by blow, and minute by minute by minute, I'll be spinning you. Oh, moments taken, photos before disaster. What? That's the ticket. Focus. Ooh, that one's gonna keep you up at night. That's the one that gives you some sleepless nights. Too light of a button press. You had a big gap, you used too small a slice, and now my Luigi's absolutely fricked. Now, I don't want to get too Bennett Foddy about this. I feel like there is an aspect in a video like this of the viewer going through the frustration with you, you know? Like, if you're along for the ride in this video, kudos to you. And thank you. Thank you for joining me. It takes a lot of skill, or at least a special kind of disposition, to watch a video like this, I think. I know you're like, it's more frustrating to watch than it is to play. No. That's false. You can play the level yourself if you want. But I do appreciate you being here. Appreciate you watching, keeping me up on your other monitor, on your TV, while you play Animal Crossing. Look at spreadsheets, respond to emails. Text your mom. Appreciate it. I'm happy to be your one-sided companion on this digital evening. I think there's some inspiration. Let it be known, I'm not saying I am an inspiration. But I think it is inspirational to watch a challenge be overcome. It's inspirational to me that Apollo completed this level, like, without a checkpoint. Those are like words of strength for me. It's not like if he can do it, I can do it, in the sense that, like, well, if that idiot can do it, obviously I can make it happen, because he's also very good at Mario Maker. But it's more like, you know. Okay, we paused too long. 1 second. Seeing it done, or knowing that it has been done, opens up some channels in the human mind. If Apollo can do this, it can be done, so I can do it, therefore. And if I can do this, think of all the things you can do that you might be a little bit hesitant to go on right now because you think there's a chance of failure. You're watching the consequences of failure right now. I die, and I say, oh no, let's go again. Not everything in life has the same lightweight penalties as a death in Super Mario Maker. However, if you can shrug it off, if you can shrug your shoulders at a loss, you've already taken away half the pain. And the win will feel twice as sweet. Very nice work. Okay, we're going to try this again. Stay calm. That was bad. See, I'll admit, internally, I'm feeling a little bit of pressure. Created a situation in my mind where I said, oh, we're going to run out of time. We got to go faster. We haven't made progress. People are going to start to tune away. They're going to tune out. They're going to go watch the new episode of Hot Ones. By all means. When the Hot Ones episode is done, I'll still be here for you. But I have to clear my mind. The more you feel a pressure to finish, let's not phrase it in that way. The more pressure I feel to complete the level, the more friction there is when I lose. That leads to hate. Hate leads to darkness. Darkness leads to the dark side. Yoda. It's such a timing focus level. I gotta be silent on occasion to maximize my throughput. I apologize. I still don't think... I think we could be faster there, but it's working. Ooh, it takes some oxygen in and some CO2 out. I have to acknowledge, I did not press the jump button. I mean, I felt the press, but obviously I didn't press it in time. Or with the kind of ferocity required. Focus. Good jump. Good jump. But if that's all that stands in our way, one measly electrical impulse at the right time instead of the wrong time, then we're already there. Now that was beautiful. Do you see the mid-air jump corrections? Dude, that section does not feel right. Got a little stuck. Oh! Oh, that one. That one is pain. I knew like we were a little slow because we hit our head on the roof. But honestly, I thought we were making it into the pipe on that one as soon as we... Once our feet left the ground before the P blocks disappeared, I thought we were set. Dude, we're doing that faster than ever, dude. That's amazing to me that we're like so locked in on that section. Why? Yeah, that was a bad situation in which to do a Z jump for no reason. Sometimes the wires get crossed. So, you know, when I said 5 minutes, it's been 15 minutes since then. That's okay. I know you're like, this is where he's gonna break. In many videos, the joke has been, I'm unbreakable. And then I break, and it's a nice moment of catharsis for everybody. Not here. Not on checkpoint 1. On checkpoint 2, maybe. Maybe. Focus. Incredible work. Great stuff. Thank you, me. Now do this. Very nice. That's demoralizing. But I'm okay. It's demoralizing because that is more times than I failed at that jump on the Checkpoint League. Live. In front of a studio audience. I actually think we hit that jump on the first try. But dude, the consistency there is getting out of control. And here. And here. That's what we get for being cocky. Worst case scenario. Hey, maybe there's a chance we don't even make checkpoint 1 in this video. I can already tell there's going to be a part 2 to this one. Politely. However, we're getting a lot of practice at the same kind of obstacle here. It can only benefit you. You never lose when you practice. Unless you tire yourself out, but just practice one day earlier, dummy. Too slow, maybe? A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to. Beautiful. You get a chance. Firm press. We're in. Okay. So, that'll be the checkpoint here. Again, I'm guessing that there's going to be 2 parts. But we might as well at least try this a little bit. Like, I know I've been through... Actually, that's not correct. I've been through the first door here. I did go through the first door. But we're going to have to get much, much better at that. So now begins process 2. So you got to land... I think you land on... the first P, and then you do straight non-spin jumps onto the other ones. I'm impressed. Okay, 33 minutes to get back here is actually not that bad. I'm not going to stress myself out too much over a few more revolutions of the clock's hands. Doesn't bother me. It's arbitrary. We're going to spin. And slowly but surely, we're going to win. These finicky jumps, they're tight. I'm going to tell you, these are not easy jumps. You've not frustrated me. You briefly found a pressure point on my facade. My mind palace was invaded. But I've now made it through the first door. Now the second door. I've been told that that jump is unbelievably precise. So, okay, I derived part of what we need to do there. Once we make the jump, we got to get that POW block. That's fine. Once we make that jump, we got to get the POW block. The POW block, we're going to yeet at the chompers in order to get through. I don't believe there will be a checkpoint there, just to be clear. I know what you're saying, Daddy. Why is Apollo such a bad man? To not put a checkpoint there? I don't know. Oh! That's actually incredible. I was so proud of myself. Only for it all to go up in smoke. Oh, that was just way too much momentum. That justifies the whole video. That was hilarious. I'm not mad about that. I think that's the funniest thing I've ever seen in Mario Maker. Why would you just jump? Oh, he's losing it. He's losing it. Okay, okay. Dial in. Great. That was. I think I applied the right amount of pressure to bring myself back, but when I hit my head on the ceiling and lost my momentum that I expected to hold, that's where things became a problem. Very nice work. All right, try again. Still feeling good, still cycling. Oxygen in, carbon dioxide out. I felt the launch of that was like 1/8 of a second too late. But I ain't sweating it. True friends, one question. Where were you when I was jumping? Now I run the game. Got the whole world bumping. Left it a little late there, but we're learning. That's one we're gonna have to get used to failing. Just because we hit it twice in a row, do not think that you've got that in the bag. That's a tough jump. Like, I'm very used to hold right and jump. That's an Apollo classic and a Mario Maker classic in general. That is a little bit rougher. There's more to that than meets the eye. Like a transformer, I don't know the words in the chorus to make a parody, but I know that this was a rap song from the early 90s by a Canadian man, and you know that his name was Snow. He had another song called the Plum Song. Transformers. They lost the war for Cybertron to the Decepticons. Megatron, Sound Scream, Star Scream, and the other ones. Oh, okay. Okay, deep breath. I think we're doing actually, by doing so well on the second screen, I've brought my confidence back from doing so badly on the fourth screen of part 1, to be honest. I really have. To get that right on the second try is really just because there's only so many obstacles available there, but at the same time, it's really a numbers game. You know, like we need X number of samples in order to, we need to try each screen X number of times to be able to do all 4 in one without dying. So it's just about getting that samples, and it's got to be valuable samples, not just like walk in and die instantly. Like, if this is valid, we at least are making it through the first half of the level. And then really, it's not even just samples of each screen, it's samples of each jump. Although we're messing that one up quite frequently now. The more times we do a jump on an obstacle, the more, the higher our success rate inevitably will be. Not at the moment, but moving forward. That one, you should have just taken a half second to kill your, well, a 1/10 of a second to kill your momentum and then start forward again. But take a deep breath. You're good. We're gonna be okay. That was a little tight. Get ready, get ready. Fair enough. I will admit, I hate to say this, but it's the honest to goodness truth. In my heart, I saw us missing that jump. Let's have 100% belief next time. You might be like, couldn't he have just made it slightly easier? Yeah, but then it wouldn't be as... I mean, there's a right way to do difficulty and a wrong way to do difficulty. I feel like this is the right way, cranked way up. It is hard, don't get me wrong. I would love it if it were a little easier. But would I respect it? Oh, we were not even close on that jump. But we made the first jump. That's progress. That's progress. I stopped on the first P because my brain was like, you're dead. You died. You touched the saw. But I think the hitbox was it was like a micrometer away. They greased up the P block again, brother. Let me tell you, by the way, if you're watching this and you're like, I like this, where can I watch more of this? Every Friday, twitch.tv/dumbdog, and then also on the individuals' channels on Twitch. Live streamed Mario Maker 1v1 races. I would highly recommend it. It's one of the most fun projects I've been a part of in 2020. I've been a part of a lot of fun projects in 2020. I would very much suggest you watch it. Our good friend Apollo put a lot of work into it, and I think it shows. He built every one of these levels. For no matter how long it's taken me to do it. That hurt. No matter how long it takes him or me to do it, to beat the level, it took him at least 5 to 6 times longer, sometimes 20 times longer to make and beat the make and upload the level, because you got to clear check it. Here comes the clear checker, heard it up, he's a very good streamer. Little heavy on the Dota, still watch him now and then. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Good, very smart. Good impulse control, that was very nice. Now get ready for this, clear your minds. I really thought we were making that one. I was watching, I was zeroed in on that P block. Alright. The hard part is knowing that when we get to the end of stage 2, we're gonna die on stage 3 in a matter of seconds, probably. And then have to start this chain all over again, but that's how it works. It's iterative. So I never got rid of the thing there. That's because I was loath to let go of the sprint button, to be honest. That one it just didn't feel right. So I'm stunned that our muscle memory did it right that one time, but it is what it is. It wasn't even muscle memory. That was like muscle ESP. To not make it through the first saw jump there is now an embarrassment. That feels wrong. You know this guy's gonna hit you with a heartbeat at some point as well. That's an Apollo classic. Okay, so you got adrenaline pumping through because you made some progress. You got a little closer there. So what you do this time is you just clear your mind, let muscle memory handle it. Good. See, you didn't lose anything. You had it locked in the whole time. We're gonna get that. We're at least gonna make it into that pipe over the course of this video. Like, this might be a two-parter, to be fair. But with God as my witness, we're gonna finish this freaking level. Bruh. Remember, we're not doing this, and this is very important to remember in a lot of avenues in life. We're not doing this so that the level is beaten. We're doing it so that we're the ones who beat it. It's the experience of having gone through it and triumphed. It is not merely getting to the end and going wham, 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 wham. It's not about that. If anything, it's more about the it's more about that. Go. We're so close. Now, I will say, I have hit a moment of weakness, frothing at the mouth in a Dostoevsky way. Dostoevsky-esque way? I would sell my soul to Methuselah for a checkpoint after the chomper pipe. Do you think he's gonna do it for us? I don't think so. I think he respects the symmetry of the level too much. To put mercy there. A mere dollop of mercy is too much. You son of a gun, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna get you. Here we go. I'm jazzed. Oh. Is that part supposed to be hard? It's not. So maybe work on tightening up those parts a little bit. Excuse me, one of the chompers? Excuse me, one of the chompers remained active after a pitch perfect 3 throw? Maybe that's why pitch perfect 3 was bad, so. Could you tighten up the difficulty on stage 5, please? It's a little too easy for me. Bump, bump. We're gonna get there. I'm telling you, we're not gonna not get there. We're gonna get there. Now that's just amazing to me, that we could miss the jump in a new way after having done the level so many times in the past. But these are just the requisite throwaways after a good attempt. You just gotta wait for your brain to send the jump signal. Okay, here you go. It's a merciless jump, Apollo. You know it. I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction of telling you what you already know. It is, of course, a merciless jump. But I live for the tranquility. The serotonin that hits the brain when you make a checkpoint. That was so bad. When you know you're not going to have to see an obstacle again for a while. When the MCs came to live out their name and to perform, some had to snort. You know, you ever listen to Liquid Swords by the Jizza? It's a great album. It does say some NSFW words on it. Great work. Good jump signal. Thank you. Okay, well, just clear your mind. That felt right. That didn't, but we're here. Look, Yes, my brain sent the right high order commands. It's the little muscles that are tough. Because you very rarely let go of sprint. So to let go of sprint is a very foreign mechanic in, you know, in these Apollo levels. But we're so close to having it. Yeah, that just was not even close to right. And by not even close, I mean off by a micrometer. Dunk, 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 dunk. I'll tell you, these levels, and the Checkpoint League levels so far in general, have made the original Wolf levels look like baby's first Mario game. This is what normal feels like to me now. I don't know whether that's sad or inspiring, but this is how I expect to be treated by video games now. I told you I was going to make it through the pipe. Oh god, what have you done? Tricking you into thinking you're done the level? What on earth are you doing, sir? That's insane. Originally, I had sympathy for the fact that it took you 12 hours to do this, but you could have put a checkpoint here. You could have put a checkpoint there and saved you and us. Look, this is you're not going to hear me say this too much. Upon looking at the maze that existed on stage 3, I did kind of go, I think that sucks. I'm just going to be honest with you. Not because I'm like mad, but because it takes a time to parse what you have to do, and it's a timed thing that starts basically immediately. So just to get back there, for the privilege of making some mistakes and then dying a lot is going to be hard. It's amazing that you screw up the easy jumps, you make the hard ones. But you know what? We're going to persevere for now. At about an hour, like, 8 minutes from now or so, we're going to stop this video. And we're going to make a part 2. Because realistically, knowing that there's 2 more rooms left, it's not going to happen in 1 hour. Or before 1 hour is out, let's say. But I've learned some valuable skills that will allow me to get to this bonus point. Might not be immediately, but in the imminent future. I know that these levels are returning for the playoffs as well. Something tells me we've seen the last of this one. Like, we're doing great there. I'll admit, we're doing great. But this, like, okay, take a second to rest, but, like, what the heck do you do now? Like, there, I think you're supposed to fall down 1, and then Z-jump over, and then go up and over the other side of the maze. You're not going to hear me say this too much, Apollo. I still think this is a great level. And once I beat it, and I will... we'll talk. I'll appreciate it more then, probably. But there should be a checkpoint there. Just because that part's so hard to parse. But that's like, I can't believe we've got that locked into the old cerebral cortex, dude. That's just stupid. It's stupid that I'm that close to that. Is that a regular job? Like, here's, again, I don't want to sound like too much of a baby, but that's kind of like my complaint right now is some of these are like, I'm only going to know by trial and error whether it's a Z jump or a regular jump. So to go through so much, only to have to sometimes deliberately yeet an attempt on a guess. It hurts. It hurts me. Oh, I thought we were there. Dude, we're extremely consistent, though. This is nice. I'm feeling great about this. I'm energized again, because the challenge, it's electric. It rejuvenates you. Not just the completion of the challenge. Not just the cessation of the challenge. The challenge itself rejuvenates. Oh, baby, we were so close. Oh, baby, I'm amazed by the way you throw the pound block right. So this is a no-brainer. Which means I'm gonna die once. Yep, and then master it. But even, look, you might think, I think old me, 2018 me, would have looked at this and been like, 56 minutes and we didn't beat the level? F. That's not the way I look at this. 58 minutes. 56 minutes. We didn't beat the level. We got to one checkpoint and we practiced. And I think the video is entertaining. That one did eat a little chunk of my soul. That one hurt. I have a much more stoic mindset about it in today's day and age. I feel very nice right now. I feel like I'm at work. I feel like I'm knocking out a good day's work right now. I hope you're enjoying the video. Unless you scrolled. Unless you went, screw this, I'm just gonna see where he finishes. Then I hope you didn't enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy whatever you did else instead. So, like, that's what I mean. Like, it hurts to yeet that. You know what? Now I'm thinking, he said there's 8 rooms. I wonder if the 8th room is that. And the 7th room was that weird loading screen with the weird spinies and shell boys. You think so? Me neither, but it would be nice. All right, we're gonna 2 more minutes of attempts here. Again, I hope you'll rejoin me for part 2. Rome wasn't built in a day. Sometimes it's not gonna take an hour to do something worth doing. It's gonna take an hour and a half. Anything longer than an hour and a half, though, probably not a task worth accomplishing in the first place. That's my motto. And look at me! Very nice. I knew we weren't going to make it. I felt his heel leave before the line. That's okay. Again, dude, the practice is invaluable here. Plus, can I tell you, even though we're dying a lot, I just love Mario Maker. And I really love Apollo's levels, sincerely. We've come up together, from normal to super expert together. A convergent evolution of design and discipline. And I really, even though I'm dying a lot, the mechanics, the design, the thrill of the checkpoint, and of course the dopamine, they mean something to me. They do. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the pain. Because it's not getting your toe amputated. It's just lactic acid. When you feel the lactic acid, you consume 1 gram per pound of lean body mass in protein per day, and you're a little bit stronger the next day. You've grown, both physically and spiritually, in response to a challenge. You've become bigger. Oh, that one hurt though. That one hurt me. Shake it out. I mean, we're at 1 minute, or 1 hour here, but we're gonna keep it going just slightly long. I mean, just slightly longer. I think a better way to call this one will be one more attempt on stage 3. It's okay. I'm not fatigued. I feel good. I'm not under duress. I'm not being coerced. I'm enjoying this. So maybe I have lost it. Nice jumps. Thank you, me. How do you miss the spiny and somehow land on the corner of the concrete and get bit by the chomper? I ask you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it just doesn't make sense. Are you telling me that my client, Luigi Mario, threaded the needle to such a profane degree he was able to defy the laws of Miyamoto in physics? I knew that one wasn't making it. Unfortunately, again, we left a picosecond too early. That's okay. Part 2 is going to be 8 minutes long, and we're going to dominate. There's no way that interlude stage is room 8. It's just not feasible. In my heart of hearts, I wanted to believe, though. Good work. Okay, one more attempt at the maze. I'm in. Hacker voice. Okay, fair enough. That's gonna do it for this one. We'll be back to take on Apollo's level. Don't get it twisted. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this attempt. If you did, click the like button. For a long video, it helps out a great deal. And I'll see you next time. I'll be in the comments soaking up dopamine. See you then.